Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay and see me okay? For some reason, I'm seeing like a glitchy look on my screen, but if you're not seeing it, then it doesn't matter. I reset some of my camera settings, and so I want to make sure it all works. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever any of you are. Let's get this drop today. Let me know if you're seeing like a glitchiness of my camera because I want to make sure that everything's working correctly. If you guys don't see it, then we're good to go. Get everything pulled up here. But how is everyone this morning? How are these? How about these prices? It's been freaking nuts. Aesop, when you say yes, you guys see the flickering? I don't know what's going on there. So it looks like it's not going to stop. I've been seeing it on my end, but I was like, all right, well, I see it on this end. Probably not. So that's going to be really irritating. So I probably need to let me try one thing real quick, and then if that doesn't work, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. All right, guys, false alarm. We're going to have to do this drop on our own because this is just going to be too irritating for everyone to see. I don't know what's going on with this. Let me see if I just go to make me smaller. That's irritating. All right, if I'm small, is it that bad? That's so weird. So I actually got a much better camera, and this is my old camera, and it's now flickering. So it might be StreamYard issues, but I'll get it figured out. Let's try right here. But everyone, good morning. That's fine. All right. I appreciate you guys, fam. Let's get this. So we're going to go through our morning ritual just to start off. Good morning. I'll keep it small then. We'll keep it easy. So ignore me flickering in the bottom. But let's go through our rituals. What we're going to do is, of course, we have drop time. We have Mermicornos coming up. I'm also going to go through the Gemma NFT, which is directly from Tristan Eation and Mitch Putnam. That's right, Mitch Putnam from Mondo. They have an upcoming NFT project, and the reason why I want to show it is because we're starting to see a lot of artists kind of going and doing their own thing, right? Like on OpenSea and other marketplaces. So I think it's important to know about what other projects they have going because it'll bring awareness to their art, but also because they're going to be doing really, really well outside of Veve into other marketplaces. So the fact that they're already building a brand outside of Veve, what's going to happen once our Veve collectibles with that artist then comes and is available, right? So I want to touch on that in a little bit, but let's get through the Mermicorno side. But again, here we go. Here we go, everyone. We're going to get our drop style ready. So go ahead and hop out of the app, and then we will hop back into the app. I usually do this about 2 or 3 times. Again, the reasoning why is because what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have the timer lined up well. Let's get time.gov pulled up here. Boom. And you don't have to do this step, but I've seen that it does help. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Go ahead and retweet it out on. Did I retweet it? Did I even tweet it out? I did not. Boom. Let's get that tweet out. Man, it's been a crazy morning because of my camera issues. So, yeah. All right. So, again, get time.gov pulled up. This is just an effective way of kind of having that added strategy coming up to the drop time. Got this weird hair in my face. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that that's pretty in line with our current drop time. Oh, it looks like it's dead on today. Usually it's way slower. That makes me nervous. I'm gonna reset one more time. Yeah, usually it's like a half a second behind when it comes to the Veve drop time. It looks like it's dead on today. That's interesting. I'm not sure what changed. Maybe Veve did something internally to change their clock to be more like directly on. Because yeah, it looks almost exact. I don't know. That makes me so nervous. All right, last time I'm doing it, and we're good. Good morning, everyone. Let's say good morning to a few people before we get started in here. So I appreciate you guys for hopping in here. Again, hit that like button. All right. Yep. So just for those of you who are joining, I have this weird flickering on my camera. I'm not sure why. I'm going to have to figure that after the stream. All right. Let's go. What's going on? Good morning, Cray Mountain. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, No Name, Filoni, Ryan Murch, Shoops, Jake, Asaf. Restart and come back. I did actually. It was doing it. It was having glitchiness with OBS as well. So I don't know what's going on. I got this nicer, newer camera, and that one I can't even put on. So yeah, better no worries. Probably plug your camera on a dedicated. That's actually a good. It's actually a good idea. I have probably an overloaded box that I should not be using. So that might be the issue. It's a good idea. Small is fine. Good morning. Thoughts on MTL answers. Didn't like Noah's response on Discord. Delargo, what was Noah's response on Discord? Let me know what it is, because MTL, I was pretty put off from what some of the things were. I liked some of the things that were said in the recent AMA, but a few things really put me off. But before we do that, again, everyone make sure that you're ready. So this is blind box status, right? Thank goodness. I'm really happy that they did this in blind box. So for those of you who have done Veve drops, you're probably familiar with how to do them now when it comes to blind box. But if not, what the technique is, you want to use Space Gate. So Space Gate is, again, you want to go ahead and start clicking ahead of time. And you want to click in this area right here. Right here is where that buy now button will post up. So what you want to do is you want to avidly already go ahead and start clicking right there. Make sure that you're ready to go. And once that happens, we'll be good to go. Now, actually, what I should do is I'll just go off camera. That might help. So again, right here is Space Gate. And right here. That's where you want to start clicking. Make sure that you're good to go. And we will be fantastic. All right. So Mermicornos, man. Mermicornos are one thing I did want to touch on was the fact that they mentioned Jermaine Rogers has a drop coming up as well. So this is pretty cool to see. I think it's if you were in the AMA and you were watching some of these prices, like the second he mentioned that these were related to Darrow, or that these were coming and they look like Darrow, it went from $890 all the way up to I think it was $2,000 within maybe 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes. It was crazy. So that's even a strategy in your own form of just kind of watching, watching the market when it's during an AMA. It blew up. It was crazy. All right. So we were doing the Toki Doki drop. We're doing the Mermicornos Series 2. If you have a, what's up, Audible? What's going on, Henry? Thanks for hopping in here, guys. So if you have the Mermicornos Series 1 set, I think it's a great set because of how many there are, and because of the Master Collector Program points. But also Mermicornos, I mean, they're highly collected. They're actually a pretty solid NFT outside of Veve as well, and I'll show what that looks like. But looking at these Mermicornos, one thing I want to mention that I don't know if anyone's really thought about is there are some that actually look animated. Like it's very high chance, in my opinion, that at least two of them could be animated off the bat or will be animated. And I'll go into why. But of course, this is our Series 2 debut of Mermicornos. I have the first set complete. I've had it for a while, as well as this is one of the strongest partnerships in the first artist partnership that we had with Veve, right? With Simone Leguno, Simone Leguno. So yeah, this is the common, and there are only 10,000 editions. And I say only because that's really not that many editions, especially because of how many users we have now. This is one that I think could be animated. It's see-through, right? And we see there's a fish swimming around in its head. And yes, it's a common 9800, but if this is animated or becomes animated, we saw what happened with the common Labracorn rabbit, right? It had more value than a lot of the other Mermicornos, and that's because it had the rainbow animation shooting out of its mouth. So I think this Aquaria, as well as the Cerulean, which I think this is the coolest looking one. I think of almost like holographic, like Pokemon cards, or just hollow skins, things like that in video games. The fact that they're able to have this kind of look is impressive, right? To have that see-through look, which we've seen obviously with the rabbits, but this one's even more, it's like less inside, but less is more. So I think it'd be really cool to have things floating around in this one and have like the fish swimming around in the head of this one. And if that does happen, the prices on these will actually go up much further. So these two are the commons. Again, both or one commons are basically 10,000 editions, 9,888. The uncommons, which there are two of them, are 7,888. The rares, which this one's also really, really cool, are both 5,888 editions. And we have an ultra rare and a secret rare. So the ultra rare is 3,888 editions, and the secret rare is 2,888 editions. So this is the first time we've had an actual secret rare for our Mermicornos, and I like this silver one because it reminds me so much of my Metalio. So this is actually pretty cool to see. And 2,888 is not a lot out of the size of this drop, so this is going to be a hard one to get, but also to complete. If you've seen the prices of several of the things like Decon shooting up and all that, all the Decon artists, but several of our early artists are, besides Kazik, like people are really sleeping on these Toki Doki Mermicornos. And also, I mean, look at how well the Dragon Girls did. All right, let's continue on here, but let's see. You got a few questions here. Delarga said, lots of apps don't let you cash out in your current currency. Does Call of Duty let you cash out your V-Bucks? That came from Noah. Yeah, that's a pretty, like, no offense to Noah, but that's a pretty dumb answer. Like, because like, why would you justify not cashing out when you know Vivi's going to cash out? Instead, you should compare it to the fact that it usually takes 2 to 2.5 years to set up money transfer licenses for most other companies. And why reference COD, a Call of Duty, right? Like, Vive's not a gaming company, so that doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, it's a pretty dumb answer. Am I not flickering anymore? I don't think I'm flickering anymore. You guys can see me, right? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. All right. Well, I think it's when I'm moving too much. All right. Well, I'll figure out my camera after this and get it back. But good morning, everyone who's joining us. Please hit that like button. Let's do this drop together. How long do we have? We have 18 minutes left, so let's get into it. But let's see. Joan says, curious, what's your worst case scenario OMI token price prediction for 2022? Not sure about the crypto market as a whole this year. You think OMI will survive some heavier market crashes? So at this point, like, I'm really expecting exchanges to come near the end of this month, maybe the start of February. Like, who knows with OMI utility? Like, I'm bullish on OMI long term. Now for this year, I don't know, because Vive's really shown that they can't adhere to any timelines for the most part. And like, I'm not hating on them, but at the same time, a lot of those timelines have been needed for OMI's price. So I don't really know until they actually give a hard timeline on OMI utility, until we actually see what will happen to OMI price with an exchange announcement. I think we're going to see KuCoin and Binance announced probably first and foremost. And I know people are like, no, not Binance. But at the same time, when you look at what's OMI at today, when you look at like Terra Virtual Collect, which is one of their closest competitors, you see they're all over Binance, they're all over KuCoin. They have Gate.io just like we do, Uniswap just like we do, like but just like some other similar ones. And then when you look at the fact that they announced exchanges a while back and what's compatible with GoChain, KuCoin, Binance, obviously Gate.io, like, it just kind of makes sense for those to be the go-to exchanges that could be announced first and foremost. I definitely think KuCoin will be one of them, like, no matter what, but we'll see. So, all right, we talked about the Toki Doki. So that's for today's drop. The Toki Doki brand has 30, I guess I should probably follow them, 35,000 followers on Twitter. So they are well known. They're obviously not as big as Veve at this stage, but I love this golden one. So here's my theory is, when I look at this golden one, I wonder, because we saw a golden, the golden rabbit from, what's his name? I always get Ron English. I always like, because it's Jermaine Rogers and Ron English. I sometimes confuse their names, but Ron English, we saw the Gold Tricks Rabbit, or whatever they want to call him. But we also heard that we're going to be getting a gold Yucky Charmer, at least for those people who didn't receive the gold rabbit who qualified, who had the snapshot already done. And yeah, so very few people are going to be getting the gold Yucky Charmer. But what happens if we see something like this airdropped from the Toki Doki brand? And we've seen like gold just seems to hold really well. We've already seen a gold dragon girl. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of airdrop in the future if you hold both season 1 and season 2 of the Mermicornos set. So that's why I'm bullish on Mermicornos long-term and holding them, because this is a big brand that also is already an NFT project in other spaces. So when you look at the fact that Toki Doki has also done NFTs on Binance NFT Marketplace, that stands out to me as having them a bigger NFT player, as well as having them interoperable and an ability probably to have them right off the get-go sellable into a Mutable X marketplace, right? So they actually did this Marilyn Monroe NFT drop in December, and it completely sold out. They did 24,750 of these at only $20, which it's pretty much the Veve strategy, right? Like having high amount of additions for a very affordable price. So that's really smart of them, and it's building their brand fast, and it's sold out very, very fast. So this is cool to see, because again, you kind of think, all right, like what's going to be compatible into other open sea marketplaces? And I think Toki Doki and Mermicornos makes a lot of sense, especially when their brand is doing really, really well. Like they kind of popped off in 2017 and just continue to do to kind of catch on with people who like actually collect these things. And that's all through Simone Leguno. That's how you say his name. Simone Leguno, who's a great artist. But again, kind of looking at some of the art that we've seen from them, I think seeing a golden Mermicorno would make sense with an airdrop in the near future. Of course, we have a lot of hype around the Dragon Girl. So I'm a big fan of the Dragon Girls. I don't have a secret rare of one, but I would love one. And I'm kind of watching it because I think we've seen a lot of prices popping around the decon items in the market. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see so look at like where is it? I wouldn't be like Creeping Darrow. Oh, wow. It shot up and then back down. I think it was up to over $2,000. Maybe I'm wrong. I know it jumped up way more than that. This might be not up to date. But Ghost Bear, like several decon artist collectibles are absolutely shooting up in value. So we haven't really seen like as much of the early artist stuff with like the Choices Rabbits or the Dragon Girls. Like they've always been high, but like not shooting up like what we've been seeing, or the Mermicornos. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these earlier art pieces start to rally, just like what we've seen with the decon items and with the whatchamacallit, like the Riso and everything else. Good morning, everyone. Hey, let's go all chat gaming. What's going on, man? Hello, good morning, Taps, and everyone else. Wish you all good luck. Yes, we have. How long do we have? 12 minutes. All right. And for those of you who are just joining, this is done in blind box format. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are ready to go for Space Gate. And it is this little area right here. You want to make sure that you are jamming this space. That's where the Buy Now button will pop up. I actually have the most luck with blind box format drops, just because it seems like maybe there's more of a margin for error versus just a line gate and jamming. So yeah, let's see how we do today. Continuing on. So one thing I did want to chat about with you guys is Tristan Eaton. So Tristan Eaton, of course, has done the OG Devil Bunnies, which let me pull that up. So when you look at market, store, let's go to brands, go down to decon. And I'm showing this just because some people may not be familiar with Tristan Eaton, but you should be, because he is an awesome artist. We'll go. So these right here, OG Devil Bunny, Cunny, like all of these are Tristan Eaton. And for those of you who don't know Tristan Eaton, he is the artist who does Kid Robot. He's one of the Kid Robot artists with Frank Kozik. So he does bunnies as well. He's a great artist, but he has an NFT project that's actually coming out via OpenSea in just a few days. So this is the Gemma NFT project. He's been promoting it. It's also done in tandem partnership with Mitch Putnam from Mondo. So you know those Jaws posters, all of the Mitch work or the Mondo work. He's actually working with Tristan on this. And Tristan, these look beautiful. I love this because it is true art. It's a really smart concept of putting together like his graffiti style into this new NFT style. And there's going to be, I think, about 5,000 of them. And of course, Mitch Putnam, who's involved as well. He's done the Visitors NFTs. He's worked with several other artists, including Tristan Eaton, Lurk, who does like Shroom Folk NFT, Food Masku. I mean, they're very serious artists in the lowbrow community. They're like very good friends with several artists as well. So I think what's cool about this is they're building their own brand outside of Veve, and they all kind of know each other. So like these guys are friends with folks like with Mumbot. So if you saw this recent post, Coinbase NFT, let's go. We're just in time to kick off 2022 with a bang and a brand new batch of incredible launch partners. So they mentioned SupDucks, they mentioned Gabriel Weiss from the Bay Area. Let's go Bay Area, which actually Gabriel Weiss hopped into a recent Twitter Spaces with Jeremiah Yang, and he was really, really cool, speaking about his art, how he was selected from Coinbase, which was awesome to hear and see. But there's some other artists in here, but one that was mentioned was Mumbot. Now, I actually hold a Mumbot NFT. Gary Vee spoke about Mumbot. Like, I met her at Decon, actually. Do I have that? There I am. There's me and Mumbot at Decon. So yeah, she's a great artist. She's done really awesome stuff. And she actually was featured from Coinbase NFT in this post. And she is really good friends with Tristan Eaton and Mitch. So I think it's really cool to see them bringing their own artwork outside of Veve and building their names and their brands. And so it's important to pay attention to the artists who are in the Veve app doing their own thing and building their brand, because it's going to bring more awareness to the work that they've done in Veve. So this is Gemma NFT. It's really, really cool. So Gemma NFT is 5,000 unique artworks that combine technology in the past 20 years of work. It goes into Gemma, which is called Generative Electronic Museum of Metaverse Art. So it's going to be for 0.1 ETH, and it is coming up on January 12th. That is when it'll drop. I highly recommend you join the Discord, because you actually have the ability to hop in and where is it? So many freaking things right here. You actually have the ability to go ahead and announcements. You can actually go ahead and be on the pre-sale list only if you go through this link. So it'll be dropping in a couple days. I think they're beautiful and awesome. And they have a pretty cool roadmap as well. I like that you can like spray it on here. So the roadmap is they're going to be doing a bonfire where you'll be able to, 4 quarterly events enabling holders to burn their Gemma NFT in exchange for a 24x24 signed, one-of-a-kind Gickley art print of their image. So you actually can have this immortalized, have it sit up in your office or wherever you'd like in your house, as well as original Gemma canvas will be given out to one hodler, collaborations, exhibitions, special access, collector status. So there's a lot of really cool pieces to this. The special access, holding a Gemma NFT will make you eligible for previews, sneak peek pre-orders, and giveaways featuring upcoming digital and physical work by Tristan Eaton. They're planning a public exhibit featuring various Gemma art. So I think this is a cool project, and I want to share it with you guys just because, again, Tristan Eaton is an amazing artist, and his artwork has been done in murals like in several big cities. And I think this is just beautiful. I love the colors. I love the concept. And I'm happy to see him branching out into the NFT world even more so than he's already done. And I can't wait until we get the Dunnies. The Dunnies are his Kid Robot thing, like how we have the Frank Kozik Labbits. his are the dunnies, and we haven't seen them yet. We saw the OG bunnies, which are somewhat different from the dunnies, and he actually drew those first. So I think those are awesome. I think they're going to keep popping up in value, especially once we go into open marketplaces. But I'm a big fan of Tristan. I love what he's been able to do. And so if you haven't yet, I would check out Gemma NFT. You can check it out on his Twitter. You can check it out on the website. You can check it out on the Discord. I've put the links in the details of this video if you're interested. But yeah, big fan. All right, we've got 5 minutes left until we get into the Toki Doki drop. Let's get ready to go. And what's up, guys? Let's see. Silver Mermicorno is amazing. I agree. I think I really do love this the silver one because it reminds me so much of my Metalio. Like, I love the Metalio. Yep. So Henry says he agrees. So if you missed out on what I was saying earlier, I do think that the fact that these are translucent, especially at least this one, there's a fish in its head. You think that fish isn't going to be moving? Like, we could find out, maybe they left it out of the details on purpose. Maybe it's already animated, or maybe it will be animated. So I'm a big fan of this one. And I think this is the prettiest, coolest one by far. But I'm really hopeful that this moves. And if it doesn't, I mean, it most likely will eventually, right? Like, I don't see a stagnant fish in the head really. It's going to be moving sometime, right? So I do think that there's a possibility that these will become animated, or they already are. We'll see. And it'll have maybe a Labracorn effect where it shoots up in value because it's animated. Henry says, I feel a little let down because of the AMA today because they said certain countries will not be able to. Yeah, I'm actually researching right now, and I'll be covering the AMA in a video probably today, later today. But I'm looking into what countries most likely will not be able to do so. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's go. Good morning, Taps. Good morning. Wish you all the good luck. Yeah, good luck to you as well. So it's a blind box, or do we have a tap one? It's going to be done in blind box format. So again, this is where space is, where the buy now button will be popping up. So make sure that you're ready for that. And again, just I start jamming there right away, like probably the last 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and then get ready to yell, David, you at the top of your lungs. You gate, baby. Let's go. Good morning, Taps, and everyone else. Wish you all good luck. Oh, read that one already. I am not. Veve gang. Hey, Traps. Good morning. Good luck with the drop. I'm looking forward to receiving Golden Yucky Charmer after the disappointing airdrop with the Golden Bunny. Are you sure you're going to be receiving one? Like, if you had the snapshot, then you're going to be receiving one. Not everyone's going to be getting one. So just make sure that you already had those done. Becky Cloonan. Yeah, I know. Becky Cloonans are gunning. As well as the Madueras, right? Hi, everyone. What are the odds of minting an NFT Mermicorno without using a bot? Pretty low, not because of the bot thing, but because you're competing against 150,000 to 200,000 at least. So yeah, all who know these tips and tricks and are going for it at the same time. So it isn't the bots that are beating you. It's either because your ping is really high and like your internet's not very great, or you're just, losing out because the odds are against you. What about the pull down near the buy area? You just have to be, like right here. Just be careful of that. I usually try to jam closer to the notify me, because if I click that notify me, look what happens. Nothing really, right? Like, I can jam in that space, and if I hit that, I'm not screwed. But if I hit this, it moves down, and then I lose out. That happened to me once, and I was very angry. Ultra rare Ecto, very less editions, gonna moon. I agree that the Ecto is actually being slept on. Finally, I'm going to get a secret rare shark bite. Yes, let's go. Perry Unlikely, what's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat. Shout out, keep up the great content. If you guys don't know, follow Perry Unlikely on YouTube as well. He has incredible content, especially if you're a Cardano holder, but he covers a mix of different things. Love his YouTube channel. I would go check him out. What's going on? What's up, Hank? Happy to see you, man. We've got 1 minute Let's get this. Reminds you of Jeff Koons. Interesting. Yeah, I love seeing all these different artists in the Veve app, and I do think Artist Alley will take off. And a lot of people are sleeping on these early works, right? Like there's already a big fan base around Toki Doki, and so I think people really should not be sleeping on the Mermicornos, especially because I do think an airdrop would make sense. All right, we got 1 minute, fam. Are you guys ready? Don't forget Spacegate, and then we're going for the rebounds afterwards. So do stick around after the drop. Let's get this bread. Let's go. Bless me. Excuse me. All right. So for those who are joining in, don't forget Spacegate. We're good to go. We're jamming right here. Fingers crossed. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Brandon Michael says, let's go. Good luck, fam. Gino. Oh, what's up, Wersh? Good morning, man. 10 seconds. Let's go. I got one. I got two. I got two. Actually, Wersh, if you're here, good morning. This is actually one of my buddies. I have a brand new camera, and for some reason it is glitching out on me. So I got a 4K camera, and this is not my 4K camera, but I'm having issues. That's why I'm off camera today. But I was able to get, as you see on my screen, I was able to get two because I have my second device. So as you see, oh man, what's going on here? No. Oh, I got it. Okay. I was freaking out for a second. But on my other device, I got two Mermicornos. Let's go. Oh man, let's go. W's. I want to see those W's. If you got a Mermicorno, hit me with a W. I'm going back off screen though. Where do we send screenshots for the secret yucky? So it doesn't work that way. They already took the screenshots like weeks ago. So if you had the drops, I mean, I don't even think I got one, and I completed the set, but I think I was not one of the first ones to do it. But let's go. Let's see who got some W's. W. Mark got one. Yes, I got one. Congrats, Ron. Weren't you here a few drops ago and you got your first drop on my stream? I think that was you. Which congrats, man. You're just killing it now. App crash. No. Mine glitched, but I got one. Nice. Congrats, Riley. W from Curtis. W from Adri. W from David. W from Steve. Let's go. Everyone's winning. Roan. Oh, no. So if you just click again, maybe it'll just pull up. L. Sorry, Marcin. Let's go for the rebound. We've got 2 minutes. Oh, let's get this pulled up before we forget. Even if you get one, go for rebounds. I can't say that enough. You can still win. So how do rebounds work? I'm going to click in the right time and jam. So if you've never gotten a rebound, if you don't know how to do rebounds, just know that basically what you want to do is, you can see I have a sold out button now. So the buy now button is not pulled up. So what I would do is right when the clock is about to change, I'm going to click in, and I'm already jamming where that sold out button is going to be. Right? So just make sure you remember where that sold out button is, have your thumb ready, click in at the right time, and just jam right where that sold out button will be, because that buy now button will pop back up. All right, got two. Let's go. Me too, Mark. Again, no luck. W. Let's go. CD, Shaq. Welcome, Shaq. The WL. No. Nothing. Congrats, Tab. Delighted for you. Thank you so much. We're going to go for a third one. No luck. W, luck. Let's go. Congrats, Elias. Roan, yeah, that was him. Well done. L, no. Screw this. I'm putting bots in all 5 of my devices. I'm done. I'm sorry for the frustration, Ryan. Do not go bots. Trust me, man. I've had so many people reach out to me like, hey, my account's been turned off, blah, blah, blah. And then I've helped one person. I trusted them, And then it turned out they were actually botting. And so I'm never helping someone with their account again because they lied to me. Like, and people bot and they use all these things and then they just don't think that they're going to get screwed. And then they do. All right, we got 9 seconds. Let's go. All right, I know what it's going to be. No. No. Does that mean, oh man, all editions have been allocated to other users? Almost got it. Almost got the rebound. We're going to go for the 8-minute one. Dang it. So that's how you almost get a rebound. But again, that's man. We came close. Who got a rebound? W, let's go. I've got 30 times and I never got anything. I'm sorry, but we've got so many W's in here. Everyone, a majority are winning. I want everyone to win, but of course, it's not how it works when there's 150,000 to 200,000 plus who are going for the same drop. Has anyone gotten a captcha after clicking the buy button? I have not, but the only reason why it does is because it's re-verifying your account. If you've been doing this for a while, they can kind of see that your account is legit, or if you have a lot of transactions showing that you're legit. So I haven't had a captcha in quite some time, but I did have captchas when they started implementing them. I had them probably about 3 or 4 times, and then I never had them again. But they'll probably recapture us once that new drop system comes. Got one. Let's go. Yuge lives. David. Got one. Took forever to grab my gems, so I was worried, but came back and said I had one pending. Very well done. And also, I know, Ryan, you got frustrated with the not getting one. The new drop system sounds like it'll be coming probably the beginning of February or so. So we've got, what, 3 or 4 weeks left of maybe this style, and then they'll do some trial drops with the new system. And so this new system, I think, will help quite a bit. It'll be more luck-based, in my opinion, because it's just basically hop in the queue and then random or selected. But these little tips and tricks like Space Gate and all that will no longer really be valid, right? So I'll still do drops with you guys because I think it's fun to at least get education around the actual artist, the drops, the significance. Will they go up in value? Will they not? Like, that's part of what I do on these drops and why I'm happy to have you guys hop in here. But it's also just the community side, right? It's way more fun to do these together. Finally, my losing streak is over. Let's go, Hank. After going 0 and 4, I finally got one. I'm back, baby. Let's go. Congrats, Hank. Tim Birtles, I still have the buy now button. I'd stay on that screen then and wait for the 8-minute to hit and then try for the rebound. Yeah, you should stay on that page if you can. W, let's go, Nama. Got pending. Well done. W's. First one. Let's go. What does the W and L mean? W means win. L means lose. So what do we want? We definitely want that W, fam. We want that W. We don't want the L. Got an error message. Oh, man. I got one for the first time since Elsa. Nice. All right, we got another 50 seconds until the second rebound. Let's go for it. People go to jail for bots. Straight to jail. Go straight to jail. All right. Show another example on how to get the rebound. I'm going to. Let's go for this one. So again, show another example. So what you want to do is, if you have the buy now button, I would stay on that page. But if you don't, you're going to click back into this right when this timer is in between the 59 to 8 and have your finger ready to click that sold out button because it'll change back into a buy now button. All right, I've got my thumb ready, hovering above where it's going to go. We've got 10 seconds. Let's get the rebound, fam. Here we go. No, didn't pop this time. I was either too early or maybe they're gone. Let me know if you guys got a rebound. Sold out. Yeah, it might have been already done. Sold out. When is the next rebound? Got 2. Nice, Lucci. W rebound. Had to fill up gems too. Nice. Good job, Shaq. So rebounds did happen at the 4-minute. W on initial, L on the rebound. Same here. 2x, L, ultra on rebound. What does it mean? Pending. Pending means you got one, man. Congrats. Mine says payment error, didn't take my gems, but it does say order pending. I would watch, wait to see if you receive it. If you don't, I would take a screenshot of that and I would send it to Veve, see what happened. I've heard usually if it doesn't take your gems, you didn't get it. But if it says pending, then it's usually a sign that you have one. When does it go to your account? It usually goes to your account roughly in anywhere between like 15, 20 minutes to sometimes over an hour. It all kind of depends. Initial error, congrats. A lot of people won. I'm happy to see this. A family of 3 and nobody got one. Veve Fam Bam, are you doing the Veve Fam Bam? Were you at Decon? Are you Kid Vivi's mom? If so, I met you at Decon. We're usually good, but seemed our Wi-Fi was slower today. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's why in the beginning, some of the prep stuff that you do in the beginning, like closing in and out of the app, making sure that your timer is pretty close or in sync to time.gov or time.is, depending on whatever one you want to use. It's really effective. I would reset your router early to make sure that things are going the way they should be. Thank you for the super chat, Lucci. Gohan or Future Trunks, who wins? So are you talking about Kid Gohan versus Future Trunks? Are you talking about adult Gohan versus Future Trunks? And what stage of Future Trunks, right? Because Future Trunks is Cell Games Trunks, but like it depends on which version of Kid Gohan he would fight. Like I would take Future Trunks over like little Kid Gohan, but older Gohan would smash him, absolutely smash him, because Cell would have been smashed when Gohan's older. And Saiyaman, don't even get me started on Saiyaman. Oh man! So if you're just now tuning in, if you were able to get a Mermicorno, let us know. Congrats to those who did. We got 2 on stream, so I'm stoked on that. And man, this drop was definitely a hard one to go for, but I'm really like, of course I want the secret rare. Of course I would love an ultra rare, but I love this one. Like I'm going to the secondary market to buy this. And for those of you who have not been staying in tune with the market, it's been on fire. Let's go to all collectibles. Let's go to top gainers. DeLoreans have almost doubled in price. The Creeping Darrow is now around $1,300. I mean, even if you look at the Riso, I mean, I've shown this quite a few times, but like Riso was the very first collectible I ever bought on Veve. And I showed my friends, I was like, hey, check out this Batman. I bought it for $70 and it's shot up a couple $1,000s. Well, now it's around $17,000 for this Riso. That's absolutely insane. A little over 10 months. I spent $70 on a Riso and now it's $17,000. Or even look at the Todd Batman. Nick, I don't want to pull up. Boom. Todd McFarlane sold for $79.99 and now it is $6,300. I did not get this one early. I did get it a few months ago for $500 and now it's over $6,000 just for one of these. People have like, I know several people have like 10 of these. And so people are making insane ROI on these NFT collectibles, and stoked to see it because people didn't believe this for the longest time that these things are going to go up in value. But when you invest in a smart company with the largest brands in the world, with the largest nostalgic brands that we still collect and love, like Marvel and Disney today, you're betting on the right horse, right? And we've seen the values just continue to skyrocket, and it's all before we're even in like OpenSea or another marketplace. So we're crushing in the money that we're making in the Veve app, which is gated today. But wait until we actually join the rest of the larger NFT world. Like that's where it's going to really be stupid money, at least on key ones. Mermicornos, I think like they will do well because Simone Leguno, I can never say his name. Simone. I always want to say Simone Leguno. Simone Legno. Simone Legno is an artist. Toki Doki already does have collectibles and drops in, where was it? in Binance NFT Marketplace, which I think we will go to Binance NFT Marketplace as an option as well. But we'll see. So I do think these will do pretty well. But let's see. There's a bunch of people I've not checked in with yet. Mine says pending. Congrats. Got swiped down, refresh. Can I leave the minting screen if it says that you have one order? I'm scared to leave that screen out. Yeah, you can. You're fine, man. Once it's locked in, it's locked in. Never in my life have I been so happy to be a proud owner of a mermaid unicorn. I love it, Tyler. Grown men love Mermicorno. You're not a true man, in my opinion, unless you hold one Mermicorno, period. Right? Manly man things means that you love unicorn, mermaid things like these. Yes. I'm so manly. I shave with the Mermicorno horn. All right. Pending is guaranteed correct. Taps, I'm confused. I didn't see a green screen or a pending order. I did get the purchase screen with an error after 20 seconds, but there are some gems gone. You should be good if they took the gems. If not, I would hop out the app, hop back in and see if that pending bar is there. But I would also take before you hop out, I would take a picture of your transaction history showing that gems were taken. And just in case you need to send that to Veve and be like, hey, like you guys owe me gems or a Mermicorno, you pick. Got a rebound. Congrats, real estate, Middle East and North Africa. Do you have two different accounts, Taps? Yep, I do. So I have my account and I have my girlfriend's account. And so I go for one on both. And it's been effective. I've been able to get two before. And it's because what I've seen is if I go with my account on two devices, it looks like that's no longer able to do anymore. I've tried that. And if you have it both land the drop, then it'll only give it to you one collectible. So that's why I go for two now with two different accounts. So the new system is a waiting room style system, and basically it'll have it to where you're going to be basically queued up. It sounds like 5 minutes before the drop, everyone enters into a queue. So you'd click into the queue, and once you're in the queue, it'll go ahead and show, okay, we have maybe 200,000 people in the queue. And of those 200,000 people, let's say it's a comic drop, 30,000 people or 60,000 people are going to be selected at random, I believe is how it will work. And once those people are selected, you then would confirm that you want to click the buy now button, I imagine is how it works, just to make sure that you're still there and not a bot or whatever. Maybe they'll have some kind of CAPTCHA system. It sounds like they won't because they're not a fan of CAPTCHA. It's like more of a deterrent. And then basically you're awarded it. I'm sure it'll be done in buy now or there'll still be blind box fashion, but you could enter different queues. It sounds like if it's not blind box. So if you want to go for a secret rare, and you know that there's 3,000 editions, but let's say there's 200,000 people going for a drop and 60,000 of them enter in for the secret rare, and you know there's only 3,000, I mean, your chances of getting one are so low. Like, why do that? So blind boxes will be probably the best bet for you landing anything, period. But when it comes to the actual one-off drops or choosing which edition or rarity you're going for, it's going to be a whole other strategy. So I'm really excited to see the waiting room style drop coming in the next couple of weeks. Got two at the rebound. Let's go. Pending is good. I got after 3 months. Nice. I'm happy to hear that, man. Thank you at Ari Gold. I win the drop. The application said error. Try again when I buy it. That new drop system is going to take some of the fun out of it. Yes and no. I mean, it takes some of the tips and tricks and all that, but at the same time, at the end of the day, like it's about the ROI, right? Like it's about getting the collectible that you want to hold and play with and also like make insane gains on. So if this makes it easier for you to like look at some of these people saying that they haven't had a drop in 3 months, in a couple months, like this will probably make it easier, at least more equitable for people to get drops more often, right? For those people who continuously miss. So I think it'll be more fun by the masses versus just by like an individual user. Got one on the drop, almost got a rebound at 4 minutes. Nice. Missed the drop. 8-minute rebound secured. Let's go. Congrats. 3XL. Are you joking? Is that someone? What do you say, 3XL? Did I get one? I got 2, homie. What's up, Freddie? W. We got W's. Rebound how long? I saw some people get one at the 4-minute and the 8-minute. I went for both. I got the buy now button popped up for the 4-minute, but I missed. Let's see. Got a drop months ago, but it was on AT&T business line. Nice. Yep, Kid Vivi and I are both here. Nice. I thought that was you guys. Happy to see you guys. I was plugged into the router. Oh man, you still missed? My Wi-Fi has been weird too, but was still able to get one. Will there be thousands of fake accounts? I mean, there will still be fake accounts, right? But here's the thing is, it's like, that's the piece that I'm wondering how they're going to figure it out, right? Like, technically, if someone wanted to go ahead and buy like a farm of devices, or had like, maybe if you work at like, I don't know, some like an AT&T store, and you set up Veve on all these accounts, like maybe you could do, I don't know, something like weird like that. You could have a bunch of accounts and you are increasing your odds of getting into it, but because it's randomized, it's not as easy to nail like 8. Whereas like a bot device could go ahead and make sure that you get like 8 or 10 plus on all these devices. So even if they have 8 devices and different accounts, because it's going to be randomized, it's going to be harder for them to get them versus what they're currently doing if they're getting away with botting. So that's kind of my thoughts on there. Let's see. I think my Wi-Fi, let's see. Take a few questions and we're going to hop out of here. Nobody can cash out. I know the MTL thing, that was kind of a disappointment from the AMA, hearing like no real news on it. What didn't you like about the AMA? Oh, I'll get into it, Audible. I'm going to be doing a video today about the updates, and I'm going to touch on some of the things that I didn't like. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you're always so bullish, but like, what are some negatives? Well, there are some negatives. There are some great things that came out of the AMA, but some very negative things as well. And so I will touch on that in a video as well. Do you have to reset the app to get your delivery, or can it update in the app? It should update in the app, but you can reset. Website you are viewing to see prices. What's the link? Ecomiwiki.com. Ecomiwiki.com is where I look at price history. I look at top gainers of the day. I look at top losers. You can also see the comic side as well. You can also build out your vault to show what the value would be. I did it in the past, but I haven't done it since I've created this account. Let's see. Someone tell me if I don't have to refresh for rebounds. I don't have the buy button. You have to go out and then back in. What's up, Lori? Got nothing, stuck on reserve. Sorry to hear that. I actually got 2. So happy to have nailed this drop. Got a prompt. Taps for president. Let's go. Taps, what are your thoughts on first appearance Robin floor jump $500? What? Oh, Carmine Infantino? I thought you meant like the little Robin. What's his name? Carmine. Well, I have one, so I'm stoked. But you see, it was actually up to $2,300 at one point. So this is actually its second pump. So it could jump back $2,600. Sorry, it was up to $2,600. Man, I could have sold my Carmine Infantino for $2,600. But it is an FA. It's the FA of Robin. That's why I even bought it. I bought my Carmine, I think, for $850 back during Decon, back during the Gold Moments drops. When everyone was looking at Gold Moments, I was scooping up a lot of the black and white season 1 sets that I didn't have yet, including Carmine Infantino, Nightwing, a bunch of others. So I'm bullish on FAs, like especially notable characters like Robin long term. But $2,600 price, maybe even $3,000, I might think about selling it personally. Do you have any floor predictions? Floor prediction on the Mermicornos? Hard to say, really. I mean, I think the animated ones, if they are animated, are like I love the. I think this one is by far the coolest one, the prettiest one. But if this one ends up being animated, that fish swims around in its head. then it could do much, much better. Kind of like how the Labracorn did with the rainbow shooting out of his mouth. Previous releases, not sure what you mean. Can't wait for the waiting room. Me either. So glad that losing streak, my heartbeat spiked. Yeah, 3 iPad, 2, and 1 on iPhone. Nice, Reslone. Congrats. You nailed 3 of these? Dang, were people just not interested in the Mermicornos that we were able to get so many of them? Big fat 0. Oh, no. Sorry, all chat. Got Cerulean 40. What? Lucky. And the market is opening in roughly 6 minutes, guys. This is a set. Like, if you think about master collector points, this is a premium set, right? Like, it's 8 different collectibles. So I think this is a great one to have. And I'm going to be trying to buy in the marketplace following the drop. Usually I don't FOMO buy, but I want this one, period. So if I didn't nail it on drop and I don't have any delivered yet, I want it just because I'm wondering if it's going to be animated. And I really want this Cerulean. For the 47, sorry, man. I'm not willing to throw some heavy money into like a number 47. But congrats to you. That's one of the rarest ones you could have. So well done. Thank you for the super chat, Reslone. You're the best. Yes, this happens to me constantly. I don't know why either. Like, I know several people who get theirs like right away. And I don't think it likes iOS. Like, several people who have Androids, I know, get them like within 20 minutes, 15 minutes. But mine, I don't usually get until roughly like 45 minutes to like an hour 15, which drives me nuts because then I'm just guessing in the secondary with things like this, right? Like, which, hey, whatever. If I have a 2 or 3 of some of these, like I have a bunch of Coras, I have a bunch of other dupes of Mermicornos, but yeah, I did demonstrate the rebound. Pending, got 2 W's as well. Congrats. Glad you got 2. You don't get them very often. We got 2. I actually probably get a drop every either second drop or every third drop. So when it comes to nailing drops, I think the fact that I'm able to score a drop every second or third one at this stage with hundreds of thousands of people going for them, I'm stoked with that. What about Mickey Mouse latest drop common? Big fan. Can probably find this elsewhere, but when the token transfer is done, is there going to be a fee going from Bitforex to OMI wallet? Yeah, they do charge a fee and it's listed in there. You can actually kind of look and see what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they spike the price up. So that's why I chose to send some to my wallet sooner than later. Hey, Taps, long run or even short, who wins, Todd or Ultra Rare Spider-Man animated? I think Todd. I actually think Superman will win over Ultra Rare Spidey. I disagree. So Ultra Rare Spider-Man animated, I think, is very much being slept on. I brought this up in a group to Randy and a bunch of other people because I was like, hey, Ultra Rare Spider-Man is $4,000 at the time, and Secret Rare is $40,000. So it's a tenth of the price. And when you compare it to other Marvels, they're usually about like a fourth of the price. So it's being slept on, and then it shot up like the next day. So I think Ultra Rare Spider-Man will beat out Superman long term because A, it's an ultra rare, it's animated, it's Marvel versus DC. But I do agree with you that Todd could actually beat out Ultra Rare Spider-Man long term. You can click, oh, none are animated? All right, well, thanks for update. But that doesn't mean that it couldn't be animated in the future. So again, just trying to think ahead, and I will be buying that soon. He landed 3. Nice. Congrats. The whole family got 1. Congrats. All right, guys, we're at time. We're going for 59 minutes. Thank you so much for hopping in here. Congrats to all the W's who won. And I'm not sure what is going on my screen here. As you can see, it's been glitchy. That's why I was off, but I will get that fixed for the next drop. Make sure that we get this. We've got Mermicornos. We got these drops today. Congrats, fam. And I will see you later for a video on the shoot time right now. So congrats, everyone. And I will see you in the next one. Also, do not forget to check out again Tristan Eaton's Gemma NFT project. I think it's going to be awesome, dropping in about 4 days. But I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers and